Hi, welcome back to the Southwest, where we're giving you part 3 of our video series tracking disease at our wheat product trials around the country. By way of a reminder, we've got sites at Cawood, Critchell in the southwest, and Vine Farm just near our main depot at Camborne near Cambridge. So we're going to give you a bit of a background today as to where disease levels have got to. Since the last video a month ago, we've had some total of 63 mils of rain down in the southwest site, and that's obviously going to change the perspective of disease from having had a very dry start. But I'm stood beside one of our plots here which differentiates some of the treatments that we had at T1. So within this plot we can see the disease levels that are with an SDHI T1 program. Given the dry, Septoria was not progressing particularly, as you'll have seen in the video 2, but we've got Septoria now showing on leaf 4, and I've got a couple of example plants that I can show here. So here we've got a plant that I've removed from the plot. We can see flag, leaf 2, leaf 3 and leaf 4, which is where you can really see the majority of diseased leaf and starting to express pycnidia within the diseased tissue. So with all of the rain events that we're currently having, it'll be interesting to see how this is going to pop up with the variation in our trial, where we've got triazoles at T1 compared to SDHIs and different products of all of those to compare to one another. One other interesting thing compared to the field is just what happens next with disease levels and this rain splash. Find the best way of showing this in the windy conditions, but on the right you can see here the plant that I've picked up, a wheat plant from the field, so field treatment, which has had significantly more PGR. So you can actually tell here the field treated plant stopping here. So if you like, quite a condensed ladder for the Septoria to climb up in comparison to the plots from the field trial. So that gap between each leaf layer may end up being significant to some of the differences we see between yield levels within the plots compared to yield levels within the field, but at the moment that's all subjective. Now the wind's died down, you might be able to see that variation a little bit clearer. Okay, so we're going to pop across to Vine Farm to go and show you the disease levels there, but before we do, just a quick snapshot of the untreated here at Critchell. So the untreated here in the southwest, can just show you down into the canopy, and where my hand is leaf 4. So you can see disease levels that are developing on leaf 4, similar to the plants that I just showed, but taking over more of the green leaf area at this time. You can see sort of the density of disease at the bottom of the canopy, which in these wet conditions is going to proliferate a little bit quicker and faster. You can see some of these leaves coming right up the canopy now, so this could all go quite quickly as the Septoria latent period comes down with warmer conditions, and we could see some progression and differentiation when we come back down here for part 4 of the video.
growth stage here at Vine, we're a little bit further behind than Critchell. You can see here flag leaf just emerging in this crop of evolution, so we're still good 7 days off of a T2 application. T1s were applied earlier. It's going to be more than a 3-week gap in here, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. We've got several different treatments in here that we're looking at in comparison to each other, and within here we've got a T0 application that's been applied with a follow-up triazole plus multi-site, and actually in some of the other sites we can compare these to the plots where there was no T0 but an SDHI followed up at T1, then an alternative SDHI at T1. It's just really to open up the crop, give you a bit of a feel of where we are at this 3rd week of May stage. Disease levels that sit within the crop are mostly down at leaf 5, so any diseased tissue you're seeing here is down on leaf 5, which is obviously a leaf layer lower compared to the Critchell site, but we'll see how that compares as we pop up to Kaywood and hear from Jodie on progress up there.
So thanks again, Matt, for the update of Vine and Critchell. We're back at Kaywood, just having a little update of how the plots are looking here in comparison. And in terms of growth stage, we're coming up to T2 timing now, with your flag leaf just coming out the top, probably 60 to 80% emerged in most cases. And this plot that we're stood in currently is the triazole at T1 plot. And just to kind of update on the disease levels that we're looking at here, looking down the leaf levels, so leaf 1, 2, 3, 4 are fairly clean, although having said that, you know, there's possibility of latent disease in these upper leaves, because obviously in April this site was irrigated, and then through May we've obviously seen a lot of rainfall as well. And on this site specifically, we've seen 111 mils so far in May, and you know, we're not done yet, so there's potential for more. But obviously, because of the cooler temperatures as well, disease might not be moving as quickly as we'd like in, you know, extended latent period. But down here on leaf 5 of the triazole plot, we've got some septoria just brewing there with some active pycnidia, and yeah, so there's disease present. So we've just had a look at the triazole plot. We're now going to have a look at a couple of SDHI plots. So this first one has had Ascra at T1, and if we just pull back and have a little look in here at the disease levels, and looking at kind of leaf levels, leaf 1, 2, 3, 4, leaf 5 looking clean, so only disease really present on leaf 6 down there at the bottom. So the SDHI possibly doing a bit more of a job than the straight triazole. And then again, overlooking at this plot, this is a plot of Lentima. So you know, you've got the Revysol triazole in there as well as Azemium. And again, pulling back and having a look at disease. Again, leaf levels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, looking fairly clean with disease brewing down there on leaf 6.